The president of blockchain at Gala Games has gone ahead and confirmed the rumors. Gaming is not the focus on Gala. Gala is within itself the ultimate giga blockchain experience. According to them, they have gone ahead and made the channels, workloads, Gala chain the focal point of the entire ecosystem. Now, whether or not that's a good idea or not, we're going to be discussing in this video. If you enjoy this kind of content, as always, like and subscribe. A big announcement: we have gone ahead and introduced a brand new crypto gaming community. We've given away a ton of money already. We have alpha, whitelist, allocations, masterminds, conquering the latest games. We're number 2 in the United States on Mavia, big old game that recently came out. Farming, crypto gaming, airdrops, the ultimate crypto gaming hub. Join us now, Legion with a 3.gg. We're going to leave the link in the description if you are interested. Thank you all for the support. We have a goal, by the way. We have to become the #1 Gala channel, so we have a big goal to get to. So subscribe right now, and let's get right into it. So here it is. Bitbender dropped the thread. He likes making threads now. We're all thread wars. And so he promised a thread, and here we go. For a long time, people have looked at Gala in fundamentally the wrong way. People have seen what we are doing as a gaming token, and they started, so it makes sense, right? It's fair. But as time has gone by, we have grown into larger and better directions. Now, I personally don't agree. I'm a crypto gaming maxi. Anything crypto gaming related, I'm for. And that's a big reason why we haven't been covering Gala as much, because they're not as much of a gaming project, right? They're trying to do many different things, and I'm going to touch base on why they're doing this and why this makes sense for them. So today, I'm going to be kicking off a thread explaining a few things you might not know about the Gala and Gala chain ecosystem. So here it is. They touch base on this, and personally, I've never been that big of a fan of this detail. I think a lot of us that are normies, that are new to crypto, that are just investors, retail traders, don't really care about any of this stuff. This IPFS thing, contributing to the IPFS decentralization of everything, and how they're the leader by a long shot. I've never seen this as a big detail. And if you're like a Roy boy, which, let's be honest, we're Roy boys over here, then you're not really going to care about this detail. And so here is the thing that you need to hear about. It means that Gala is not only a gaming token for the Gala Games ecosystem, it is the gas for our kick-ass L1 Gala chain and the whole Gala music ecosystem, or projects like VGX on Gala chain. And they're also one of the largest decentralized PIN projects in existence. Now, DPIN is something that was massive a couple weeks ago, and nowadays it's kind of chilled out. But here I think is the big focus. This thing right here, Gala music, seems to me as the future of Gala. In my opinion, they've been putting a lot of focus on Gala music, and Gala music has one very unique advantage that Gala Games does not have. Gala Games was the inception of the entire Gala ecosystem. We all know about the promises that they unfortunately have not been able to meet. Whether or not you think it's okay or not, it doesn't really matter. Personally, though, a lot of people are frustrated in regards to the fact that a lot of the promises, quote unquote, were not met. And so the sentiment on Gala Games overall is quite negative. Now, if you look at the sentiment on Gala Music, on the other hand, the sentiment is not negative. It really isn't. You go to the Gala Music Discord, and they're pretty on the up and up. They've got their token and everything kind of chilling out, doing its thing. And they have a ton of releases with a ton of different artists trying to make it in this world, which I have 100% respect for. And I do believe in a decentralized social media platform / music streaming platform. So I love the idea of Gala Music. And I think what they're thinking here is that we tried the whole gaming thing. People got very upset. We did very poor contract decisions. There are plenty of games that Gala has said at this point that they didn't do the best job making good contracts for them. And so there's a bunch of stuff in the air. I don't know if I'm ever going to get NFTs for the games ecosystem. However, for Gala Music, they haven't said any of that. They've instead said the latter. The Gala Music has been performing extremely well. So my thinking here is that Gala Music is going to do well. And I think that something that is very sleeper right now is Gala Film. I think Gala Film is going to become a pretty large part of the Gala ecosystem as they continue to double down on the fact that newer things that don't have negative community sentiment are on the up and up. I think one of the biggest faults of Gala this entire time has been shooting themselves in the foot community-wise. However, they have other arms that have been doing very well, like Gala Music. So, Gala right now, it's doing well. It's up 7% on the day, kind of outperforming some things. It's not been doing the best for quite some time. It's up 38%. It's actually the worst performer on our top 10 crypto gaming tokens from November. In fact, our best performer is Beam, which is AKA Merit Circle, right? They did a transition of 567%. Incredible gains there. A lot of the bigger chains have been doing very well. It's for one very big reason. The fact that Gala is not in the top niche. If you look at the top niche in cryptocurrency right now, it's abundantly clear. You see it on the CoinMarketCap website. It's gaming. You can't deny that gaming is the most awesome thing to ever be made. Fumbling gaming, it sucks. What I think is going to happen is they're going to focus on Gala Music, Gala Film, like I've said before, and then they're going to get some better contracts, hopefully, with games that are actually good and are fair according to them. And then we're going to see a bit of a resurgence on Gala if that ends up coming. The thing is, there's a lot of what ifs in life. I'm not a person that likes what ifs. Anyway, let's keep talking about what's happening over here. The magnitude of this fact will become increasingly clear in the near future, but Gala Chain and the whole Gala ecosystem are here to power the future of the internet. We aren't just a flash in the pan, BS crypto project. They're building the future together. And so here are some other things you should know. Streaming content from the world's largest and most performant node ecosystem? Check. Infrastructure that can handle 5 million simultaneous Web2 style video streams? Check. Create a point-and-click creators portal to allow people to deploy to Gala Chain without any stress. So they've got the SDKs, right? Create a decentralized VOD system that can handle some of the largest demands out there in a way that completely negates the need for centralized storage. So you read this and most of our brains are hurting. We all have migraines at this point. And that's because what I think is happening here is they're targeting institutions. They're targeting institutions here. They're trying to do what Avalanche did back during the bear market, where they focused a lot on getting some of those guys like Chase and Bank of America and the massive institutions to go ahead and use the Avalanche C chain and subnets to go ahead and test blockchain and whether or not it's scalable for the future of the internet. And so Gala might be doing the same thing. And I think it's a great move. Personally, Gala is much smaller than Avalanche. They have a lot to gain from taking lessons from AVAX. What Gala Chain sounds like a lot to me is a very similar version of what AVAX is doing. I'm sure there are differences. I'm not trying to say it's the same thing. In fact, they have this technology. It's called Hyperledger Fabric, which most of us, again, it hurts my head just saying it, but it's supposed to be this easier way of building out things. It's supposed to be this more institutional way of building out things. It seems like that's another way that they're going. And so here are more things that they're doing. The next few weeks are going to be interesting. Cool, right? A lot of stuff is soft launching, audit reports. We all know how slow those things go. And, everything has to be on Gala Chain, not a thing. But then they talk about Axie Infinity building. This has to be a joke, right? I don't think Axie Infinity is going to randomly want to build with the chain that has had their credibility shot. Rodin is on the up and up right now. There's no denying that. They've been absolutely dominating the crypto gaming space. But Gala's not trying to do gaming anymore. They're doing some gaming. They have some focus on gaming. But let's be honest. They have a fresh slate on Gala Music. They've got a fresh slate on Gala Film and the other things that they're doing that are not related to Gala games. I think they're going to double down on that. Right? It just seems like they continue to talk about the fact that, Gala is not only supposed to be a gaming chain. It's not only a gaming token. It's so much more than just a gaming token. If they haven't given you enough hints on where their focus is, now is the time to wake up and realize that the focus is in different places. And that's not to say that Gala is a bad token or anything. I'm not saying that, right? Clearly, it's a crypto gaming-esque token that is now more of a layer one. And that's great. Layer ones, there's plenty of layer ones out there. So many layer ones. Gala has money, right? And Gala has a lot of money to go ahead and onboard some very important people. And so if they do the same thing like they did before, where they got the Snoop Dogs, hey, maybe we get another Snoop Dogg Spider Tank song. Who knows? So you can't count them out just yet. I do think there's some potential here for Gala Games. Now, would I personally put my eggs on Gala Games? No, I would not see myself putting my eggs on Gala Games at this point. I've offloaded a lot of my stuff on the many different games. And what I think is going to happen here is, a lot of the attention is going to go to the places like Gala Music as more of these artists come and make a ton of money off of selling these little soundtracks and people doing their little charts. I've seen people make a lot of money just doing nodes within Gala Music. So maybe that'll be a video for the future, but I hope this gives you some clarity on why things haven't really been working out in the game side. Because when you spread out this thin, you have to put your focus somewhere. No matter what, you have your focus somewhere. And it seems like a lot of the focus is on these different places. Something else I should also mention is, I don't know what happened here, but ever since we got gulagged, by the way, they're still following me on another Twitter account. You might want to fix that. They've been a lot more active, which I do like. I like the fact that Gala's become much more active. They've kind of fumbled in some places. You know, this is an interesting post, but I do like the fact that they're posting more. So thank you, Gala, for actually beginning to post again and trying to build a community. That's something we love. The whole bots on the Discord thing terrifies me, the whole FUD thing. I think if people want to express their frustration, that should be allowed. There's plenty of people that have done that to me for the longest of time. Now, is it the most productive thing in the world? I don't think it's the most productive thing in the world, but sometimes people need a place to vent. And, you know, if your Discord's supposed to be that place where the entire community comes together, they should be allowed to do that stuff. Celebrate your victories, celebrate your faults. That's how it should be. So let me know your thoughts in the comments section in regards to everything. If you haven't already, check out our gaming hub, legion.gg with a 3. And until the next time, stay classy. And that's all.